Yes. Yeah. 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 So obviously we've all been watching all these different objects, the balloon from 10 days ago or so now, and now 3 different objects that have been traversing North America. We had NORAD based out of Colorado Springs, which has the mission of protecting the United States, is paying extremely close attention now to anything that's flying in our skies. They've really lowered the threshold of what they're looking at, and this pinged on the radars early, about 24 hours ago. They determined that it wasn't a threat to national security. The NORAD commander has the ability to shoot down anything they want that's over the U.S. homeland if they deem it an immediate threat. We obviously watched it, you all watched it on open source media, but we watched it traverse from the Lake Michigan side to Lake Huron, and they chose to shoot it down over Lake Huron so that we could have a chance of collecting what it was. We do not know what it is right now. I've seen all kinds of speculation from another Chinese object to an academic who put up some sort of, sensing device. We don't know yet. That's why we like to collect things. As a former CIA officer, we like to exploit things that we find, and so that's the recovery effort that's going on right now in Lake Huron. Yes, sir. Yeah, I know that there's lots of talk about UFOs and all of that. Let's let our military do their job, collect the information. I have no reason to believe this is a UFO. And I noticed that the general's wording left open the door, so I know that's gotten all kinds of excitement. But the chances are this is just a normal, run-of-the-mill thing that we in the intelligence community know how to exploit. That's what I expect to learn in the next couple of days.
Congresswoman, last night the NORAD commander for this shoot-down, have you been briefed by DOD on that?
No, I don't have anything more to add other than it was shot down over water, and Lake Huron has been choppy, so it's been difficult to recover. There's a joint U.S.-Canadian effort to make sure we keep eyes on that equipment and pick it up, but they're hampered by choppy water. So I don't know anything more about the exact GPS coordinates of the location, but they wanted to shoot it down over water. They shot it down over water, and they're trying to collect the gear.
Did you get briefed on where it floated? The path?
So this is actually, this is the interesting thing about having threats over our homeland. I'm sure our media in the back can tell you there were a lot of amateurs watching. There was a lot of folks online who could see the flight path. Certainly, the Wisconsin National Guard was mobilized and put up F-16s. The folks from the local base saw them go out. So there was a lot of unclassified information. The flight path is available through a simple Google. But I know that from our perspective, because it was coming from the Wisconsin side across Lake Michigan, that's when we got involved as Michiganders, and you can look the path up.
Once the object is recovered, can you explain the process in terms of going through it and learning more about its origin and role?
Yeah, well, it's similar to what we're seeing now with the Chinese balloon, right? We recovered the information, we take it to a facility, a classified facility, we start looking at everything from how it mobilized, what maybe surveillance packages are on it, just everything about it, the origin of some of the equipment on there. You've heard that story breaking, so that's a normal process of exploitation, and I'm sure we're going to do the exact same thing with these objects that we've more recently shot down. Yeah, so you saw the Chinese government today, I think, still on the defensive and flailing about when it comes to reacting to the fact that a Chinese-produced balloon traversed our homeland, and they made false accusations that we have balloons all over China. The National Security Council has already come out dismissing that and saying this is just a Chinese government reaction to be caught, frankly. So I have no reason to question when the White House puts out a statement that we have no balloons over China.